Pinellas County deputies say 22-year-old Garrett James Smith brought a pipe bomb to a rally outside the county courthouse Thursday. According to an arrest report, deputies found the device in Smith's backpack, and a bomb squad later determined it was a homemade improvised explosive device.
He was dressed in all black. He had a black covering over his face, and he was carrying a black backpack. He was running fast, and it looked like that he was fleeing from something.
The sheriff says protesters were gathering outside the county courthouse Thursday on the anniversary of the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Deputies spotted Smith running away from the rally. They arrested him for loitering. Deputies also found a helmet and a handwritten checklist detailing clothing, armor, and gear in his backpack.
Inside the car, deputies found a bag of M80 fireworks. Deputies also obtained a search warrant for Smith's residence and located another pipe-type explosive device along with hand grenade-type explosives in Smith's bedroom.
The sheriff's office says Smith does not have a criminal history. They could not locate any social media accounts. The sheriff says Smith refused to speak to deputies, so they do not know his motive or his intentions.
Smith is what we call a sleeper, and these are the most concerning individuals because there's no opportunity to intervene and thwart their criminal activity until they actually act. We're fortunate in this situation that something caused Smith to flee before he ignited the explosive device.
Smith remains in the Pinellas County Jail on a $300,000 bond. The sheriff says the investigation continues and they are working with the FBI.
Last January 5th, this hooded and masked person roamed Capitol Hill, planting bombs near the Democratic and Republican National Committee headquarters. A year later, still no arrest.
Correct.
The bombs were disabled before they exploded. But Steve D'Antuono, the FBI's lead agent in Washington, says that they were made to be lethal. Were these devices viable?
Oh, absolutely. They were definitely viable.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. They could have exploded.
So they could have killed people?
No, they could have done serious physical injury or death.
To identify the bomber, investigators have conducted over 900 interviews and scoured 39,000 video files. They've tracked much of the bomber's route, just blocks from the U.S. Capitol.
We believe the individual could have been operating out of this park or the vicinity of this park.
The FBI is still asking for the public's help. Why has it been so difficult tracking this person down?
The individual was covered from head to toe. Hoodie on, glasses, mask, gloves.
Agents are tracking people whose cell phones touched Wi-Fi or pinged the towers near the insurrection or during the insurrection. And Bruce LaShan spoke to one woman who says she was a little unnerved when the agent came to her door.
They don't call first, they just come to your house.
Bree Stevens says an FBI agent told her they were reaching out to every single person whose cell phone put them near the Capitol during the riots.
Say hi, Emmy.
Stevens was out for a walk with a friend and his two daughters, and they were diverted by bomb scares until they ended up right next to the insurrection.
They busted the perimeter.
The adults and kids were cordoned off.
Can we just go like up to that tree?
They're throwing gas and
safe?
all sorts of stuff.
And unable to get back to their apartments near the Navy Yard for 4 hours.
You don't want to be anywhere that they're going to go.
And you looked out to where the Washington Monument was, and it was just this siege of people.
Monday night, investigators knocked on the door of her friend's apartment.
You're in your house clothes, and his little girl had just painted his toenails, so that was a little bit embarrassing.
Stevens was out of town, so the agent called her on the phone the FBI had tracked. You thought it was pretty creepy that they could track your phone based on it pinging off the towers.
Extremely creepy, because he explained that they have everyone's phone number from pinging off the cell phone towers, and they know basically exactly where you were at.
You thought it was pretty creepy that they could track your phone based on it pinging off the towers.
Extremely creepy, because he explained that They have everyone's phone number from pinging off the cell phone towers, and they know basically exactly where you were at.